Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Learner and I'm Taser. Welcome back to how to build a portfolio website using the HTML, CSS and a little bit of JavaScript. So as you can see on my screen, last week we have done our image and the subtitle and the text, illustration, image and the title. But when I mouse over to our subtitle, so actually I wanted like link effect, that will change to blue color. So it is not happening now. So that one we need to edit, and also in FAQ section so that everything is showing right now. But what we wanted to do is we want to click, and then until we click it, so the answer will show. So that's the JavaScript. So we're gonna try to finish today. So to get started quickly, guys, so I will go to my, just now like I said, go to your CSS. We're gonna have it our title, change to blue. So that will be my image 1 and image 2. So go to your CSS dot image 1, and so sorry, that will be image 1 a tag and column. And when I hover it, so I want to change this to a blue color. So color will be a blue. So I'm gonna type it just simply right now. I'm gonna put it blue and save the file. Next one will be the image is the same, image 2 and a tag. What we want is we want to, when hover state, I want color to blue. So once you have done the blue, you save your CSS, go back to your browser. Now, when we mouse over it, we can see the text color is changed to blue. So now the bottom one, that will be FAQ section. But for FAQ section, what we done last week is the structure is a little bit not the efficient to write a JavaScript. So I need to change the structure because the FAQ parent and FAQ child is not wrapping in the same div. So we need to change that. And also I want to edit one more div for all the FAQ title, parent, everything inside the container, so that we're gonna select the container and we're gonna call FAQ parent. So to do that, gonna have it one container here. So that will be wrapping all our parent div. So I'm gonna cut it. So, and also it's good you can see how to debug when we have done the our coding, So that will be div. There's a container and div, and I'm gonna push all the parent and child inside a little bit, and I'm gonna have like I said, the FAQ parent should wrap our FAQ child. I'm gonna cut the div from here to at the end of the child. So I'm gonna paste it here, push it a little bit, and I will have this child to push it inward so that we can see visually it is inside our FAQ parent. So I'm gonna delete this line. And the other thing is we're gonna have like you see on my website. So if you go to my website, what we're gonna see is when I click on the question, so I have beside there's a arrow down and up. So not right now, so the arrow is down. So when I click, the arrow will change to up as well. It will show the answer, and also arrow should be changed to up arrow. So we're gonna need the font awesome icon for it. So I'm gonna add the font awesome icon here as well. So to do that, we need to link the font awesome CDN. So that will be, go back to your browser and look for the cdn.js.com. So cdnjs.com, and you go to that website, and then in the search box, we're gonna type font awesome. So when you have the font awesome, you just get the copy link tag. So that will be this tag. So just click and copy, and we're gonna paste it at the top, same as our CSS file, link in the CSS file, add your font option CDN. I'm gonna paste it just like that, do nothing, and just copy the link and then paste it. And we're gonna save the HTML. And after that, we're gonna go to Font Awesome website. So look for Font Awesome website and just click on the website. So now in the Font Awesome website, we're gonna search for arrow. So any arrow you can get it, guys. So type arrow, and I'm gonna have I will get the very simple one. So that will be here. So this what if arrow up, this one, and also the pros are, I think you have to pay for it. So we will use the free version. So that will be this one. And to copy the I tag, so here you can see that we have HTML, the class, So you just click on that class and click it, and now it gonna copy the file. Now even you can see that, how they lay out the screen, and even we can learn from it. So how they build the HTML CSS. So we're gonna click that tag, copy. So go back to your HTML. I'm gonna paste it inside our H3. Inside the FAQ parent. Paste your I tag, and now you are wrapping your parent inside FAQ arrow up and FAQ child. So that's the way we need to do. So that will be easier for our JavaScript. Same thing. I'm gonna do the second question. FAQ parent. So I'm gonna cut my div. So I need the FAQ child, paste it, and I'm gonna paste my I tag here. So it is the same I tag because we are not getting the FAQ arrow down, but we're gonna change it inside the JavaScript. So I'm gonna copy the same I tag here. So just copy and paste it, and I'm gonna push this one a little bit inward so that we can see better, and push it the div so it's wrapping now. Even we can separate a little bit, so that we can see it's in the group. So I'm gonna enter it this one. Same thing to this FAQ. After the title, paste your I tag and cut your div. And after the child, I'm gonna close my parent div. Gonna push it a little bit inside, so like so, and remove this line. And now you're wrapping your FAQ parent and I tag FAQ child, so that is inside our FAQ. And now we have a container that is wrapping our all parent classes. And also we have at the top the title and everything. So this is what we need to restructure, guys. So just make it as you can see on my screen. So I'm going to save the file. Now let's take a look what we have in our browser. So go back to your website, refresh, even you have already saved it. So now we can see that our question, arrow, the answer. Now we have complete with our website, that title and question. We needed everything is up in a website. So what we're gonna do is the first thing, I'm gonna hide it all the answer for now. So because I don't need the answer right now. So to do that, we're gonna add one more class inside the FAQ child div. So that will be, I will give it switch. So anything you can give it, guys. So I will just give it switch, save the file, edit. All the child FAQ should have a switch. So we're gonna call the class in CSS that will be hiding everything. So sorry, that will be switch, save. Now we have this switch class, and I'm gonna write switch. So dot switch will be, we're gonna display none. So display none is it will display block will show everything if you write a display none in CSS. So whatever class so you call it, so that will now show, hide it. So it is a display none. Go back to your browser. Now you can see our child, the elements is removed and it's not showing right now. And also we want to push it the bottom so that we can see the FAQ section better. So to do that, I will get the one like I guess FAQ content. So yeah, so we need to put FAQ content. So FAQ content, so dash content, we're gonna push it bottom, so margin bottom, that will be 100 pixel. Let's take a look. So go back to your browser, and now you can see, yeah, it's a little bit better. So, and then what we're gonna have is we're gonna make our I-tag that will align to our question title. So the arrow should be beside next to our title. So I mean, like the question, you know, so we have this, what is the difference between logo and design? So that question, and after that we're gonna see the arrow. So to do that, we need to make this title to be parent to be position relative, and the arrow should be position absolute. So in CSS, you go back to your CSS, and we're gonna have the parent div. So make sure that that's why I'm wrapping my parent, all the child and the I tag. So it's important to wrap it so that we can position relative and absolute. So I'm gonna type it FAQ dash parent, and I'm gonna have the position. So that will be we're gonna have it relative here. So, and also I'm gonna have the dot, even if you say FAQ parent, so even we can say that from the container. So even what if we put the FAQ like container? So because we have containers already up, so I will put FAQ, sorry, that I should have FAQ dash container. So I'm gonna define a specific. So to do that, I'm gonna edit one more class FAQ, so that it's gonna look for FAQ container, and then after that gonna look for FAQ parent. So that is a much better way to do. And so now FAQ parent relative. Now what we're gonna do is dot FAQ dash parent. So, and then we're gonna call I class. So that will be position absolute, and we're gonna have we cannot give it just absolute. We're gonna have it like what is the top left right. So to do that, top, and that will be 5 pixel, and it's just tested out. So the right, so from right, so I want my question, and next to the questions, to do that, right will be, so that will be, what if minus 50 or minus 30 pixel, and save your CSS, go back to your browser. So now you can see our arrow is next to our question. So even we can space it out. So to do that, we're gonna have that will be better with the horizontal line. So let me add one horizontal line each parent. So between that, I'm gonna add, so in horizontal line in HTML, we do not need the closing tag. So to do that, just type HR and enter, save, and we're gonna add in between the second question, type it HR. We don't have the closing tag for HR, so just like that. Edit one more. Even the bottom, I think we may not need it, so it's already at the bottom. You know, it's up to you, so you can edit. Just save and go back to your browser. Now you can see that the line is already added, so that we can see our arrow is aligned to our question. Even we can push it a little bit inward, so that will be, right now it's a minus 30. To push it in a little bit, 50. So save the file. And we're gonna have a 50, so that one, that 50 minus 50 is pushing out. So I think, let me guess it, so 30 is push it inward, or what if 10? So to set it out, yeah, so negative getting is even we can push it a 10 or test it out. So save, yeah, so the positive value is getting inward, so that's the thing. And now we have the line and the arrow, so we're gonna space it out a little bit. So to do that, I'm gonna have a margin bottom. So in every parent, so I'm gonna add, so it's simply, you can add it here, FAQ parent. So after position, we're gonna add margin bottom. So that will be 20 pixel, so that we are using everywhere 20 pixels. Save, and yeah, so a little bit spacing bottom and then top as well. So margin top, so we're gonna have 10 pixel. What if same thing? 20 pixel. So that's gonna have 20 pixel, and save the file. Yeah, now is a better layout that we have our FAQ section looking better. So now it's a JavaScript pub. So we're gonna write, when we click the question, we want to see the answer. So to do that, so in JavaScript, so we need to link our JavaScript file same as our CSS file. So to do that, we have a two-way to link inside the HTML. That will be linking at the top. So type script, so that will be short form for JavaScript. And then inside the opening tag, we're gonna look for our source files. That will be src. It's not like href. This time will be src. You just press tab key, and we're gonna get it like our JavaScript inside. I will type it main.js. So right now we haven't created so we are not creating the main.js right now yet. So I'm gonna save it right now for now. So I will go to file and create a new file. That will be main.js, and press enter and locate your folder. It has to be the same. So I'm going to save the file, and now JavaScript, we have it main.js, and then I'm going to add the main.js. So inside at the top, like a script tag, or if not, what we can do is we can put it at the bottom. So you will, some website, even not some, so most of them are adding the script tag at the bottom, so that JavaScript will reload all the HTML tags. So after, from the top to bottom again, if you put it at the top, so JavaScript is not reading if you change a style, because JavaScript can change a style as well. So if you change the JavaScript style, it will take only the CSS style. And so JavaScript is not reading all the element inside, so that people are not putting at the top. But there's a way to put it at the top, script tag. So if you edit a default, so that will add all the JavaScript, like a running script. So we are reloading after the after the CSS style. So that will be correctly functioning our website. So that's the way to do if you want to put it at the top. So just add default, and that will be our JavaScript linking. And also we will go to main.js, and what if we tested out something? So in JavaScript, if you output is something, we have alert. So to test it out, I will type just alert. And what if we just say hello? So I'm gonna save the file, go back to your browser. Now you can see that JavaScript is really linking in our HTML. So just press OK, and you can see your page is loaded. So JavaScript is linked. It is correct. So there's many things to talk about JavaScript and all the methods and everything, guys. So but I will try my best. This tutorial not too long and then boring. So I will type it what we need for our click event. So to get started, what we're gonna need is we're gonna call a document. We're gonna have a add event listener in our document. So that will be document dot add event listener. We're gonna load whenever you say the document inside the JavaScript, it will is referring to our HTML document. So or if unless you have other documents. So right now we have only HTML document. So that will be document dot add event listener. And also we want to load the document HTML file completely. So to do that, we're gonna have DOM content loaded. So you just type it just like that, and after that we have a comma and event. So that will be E, or you can type it EVENT, but I will type it short event, and that will be inside the parenthesis E, and I'm gonna have this function arrow, and inside the curly brace, so we need it opening, closing, and also we're gonna press it down one line. So after the closing parenthesis, here's the yellow color, so we need the semicolon. So that's every code and line in JavaScript we need to edit. So make sure that you edit the semicolon. So then you go to inside the DOM content loaded, what we want to do is even we can test it now, alert or whatever, but I will, once the document is loaded, what I need is I will select my FAQ container. So that will be FAQ container is wrapping all our parent and the child element, that what we need for our JavaScript. So we need the title, we need the answer. So I'm going to call it FAQ container. So in JavaScript, we need to define. In CSS, we can type it, using the HTML tag. So we can call it .image or .switch. But in JavaScript, we cannot just get it like a parent, So what we need to do is we need to define our variable, what we want to assign like inside our variable, so that it will link to our class in HTML. So to do that, I'm going to type it. So that will be our FAQ container. So to define the variable, we have a var, or we have a let, and also we have a cons. So I will use cons for now, and FAQ container. So even in JavaScript, we have a camel case. You cannot use it like a container, so just like that, all the way a small cap. So, but in JavaScript, we need to do that. Once you have done, even you can see at the top, add event listener. So start with the small cap, and for E, it's go back to cap, and L. So that is in JavaScript coding, we need to be a camel case. So FAQ, I will type it the same style, so container. So that is the variable I'm defining. But right now it's a little bit dim, it's not brightening. It's not lighting up just like other tags, because we are not running the complete function for FAQ container. So JavaScript is saying that it is simply useless right now. So we're gonna assign our class that will be our container. But to do that, we in JavaScript we need to select our class. So for that, I'm gonna call the document again. So because we do the HTML document, so that dot, and to select the class in JavaScript, you just type query selector. So that will be selecting all our class in document. So what we need to select is I need to select my container. So that will be we need to add a single quote for our class. So that will be start with a period, same as our CSS, and also we're gonna have parent, semicolon, and after that we gonna have it. What if we test it out? We can alert, we can console log in JavaScript to see our output. So I will use the console log. So that will be console.log, and you can assign your FAQ container. So now you can see our container is lighting up and it's brightened. So when we have a complete meaningful function, so it's gonna give us a correct variable is built. So once you write the JavaScript, go back to your browser. So I'm using the Edge. So you can right click, inspect, and at the top next to the element, you can have this console. So right now it's a none. I'm gonna refresh again. So right now it's not giving. So let me take a look. So I'm gonna have a sorry. This should not be dot parent. So it should be dot container. So I'm gonna have it container dash container, because I'm going to select my container class here. So I'm gonna get the dot container and save it. Let's take a look again. So I went to output dot container. So what will it be? Go back to your browser. And let me test it out again. So it is not getting. Let me FAQ container. We're making it right. JavaScript is just like that, guys. So we need to it should be not con dash container. So sometimes we need to FAQ dash container and save a file. Go back to your browser. Now you can see that it's a little bit debugging, so it's the same thing. You will when even you follow my tutorial, you're gonna type it the wrong spelling, but the encoding, the spelling is really sensitive, so it has to be the right spelling and the name exactly the same sometimes. So you can type it wrong, even you miss a semicolon, JavaScript will not run. So now we are getting our the container what we want, because we want in HTML we went to FAQ container, assign it all the parent inside our FAQ container. So let's take a look. Now we are having all the FAQ parent inside our container in JavaScript variable. So now we are selecting everything right now. So the next step is we need to click someone. So some parent element, so we need to click on any question. So that will be at the top, parent or whatever. So to write a function on click, so we need to add the click event on our FAQ container. So because we already get all the parent inside the container, so what we're gonna have is one more event listener that will be adding. So whatever I click on FAQ container, there will be any question. So to do that, so I'm gonna just type FAQ this time. We have already defined our one variable. I'm gonna use it. So dot, and then I'm gonna add event listener. So this time will not be document content loaded. So but for this time, what we're gonna have is a click event. So you just type it inside the single quote, just click and comma. So we're gonna have a same function for event and same arrow and equal, greater than, and I'm gonna have a curly brace. So make sure you have a semicolon at the end, and inside this function, so when we click any of the FAQ container, that is what we have it right now is any of this title. You click it, top, middle, whatever. We went assigning that parent, that click title to one variable. So we need to define it. So that will be our cons and parent. So we want to assign inside the parent. So, and then what we need is we're gonna get the event target. So we are targeting, we are clicking something, and also we're gonna have it the closest. So it will click to, it will select. So the closest one will be when we click at the top question, it will not get the next one. We need to get it what we click. That is a closest. That's what we are clicking. So to do that, closest, and we're gonna select it. What we want is the class that is in HTML. We want it this FAQ parent class. So I'm gonna have it, and period is the same as CSS. So FAQ dash parent, and you save the file. And now let's take a look. What if we console log it? So to see the output, so I will, before we go to the next coding, so console log, and so we're gonna have a dog. Sorry, this should be console.log, and we're gonna have our parent. So what is really inside of the parent? So to see that, save, go back to your browser. We can test it out. So I'm gonna click on the top title. Now when I click it, let me reload. And when I click on the top question, now you can see that in our console log, we are getting the FAQ parent. What we want, that now it's not getting all the parent for this time, because I'm only logging the title that I'm clicked. So that's e.target closest is helping to get the specific click div. So let me clear. So if you want to clean up all the screen here, so you can click on the clear console. That will be Control L as well. You can click at the middle. So when you click it, so now you're gonna get the middle, the question. If we click at the bottom, so we're gonna get the bottom question and I tag, and all the child elements is already we are selected. Once we have selected the individual class for our click event. So we're gonna have it. So simply make the child variable and itag variable, assigning all the individual class, and we're gonna output it. So to do that, we're gonna build one more variable for our child. So I will just simply call child, and after that we're gonna have the child. The same thing. Now we can use our parent variable because we have already defined in our JavaScript. We build it up. So parent dot, and what I want is the same thing. I want to select and any class inside the parent. So that will be our dot FAQ child. So FAQ dash child. So we are getting one by one because we need to rebuild all the classes in JavaScript so that we can output the class what we want. So we're gonna save, and now FAQ child is selected, and so I'm gonna have a cons, and so the next one will be our itag. So to do that, I will just say icon for this one, and I'm gonna have it even we can just say even parent, so this what we have a main class. So inside parent we have all the element we want. So query selector. So I'm gonna have it this time. You can just say itag is the same. So when we're calling the class in JavaScript, some a manual class, we need a dot period at front. So for itag we don't need it, so we just type it I'm gonna save. So let's console log it. So what we have it, this time, what if console log to our chart, so that we can have a little bit structure, to see our result, so that will be console dot log, and I'm gonna have it the child. So that will be child, and so let's take a look. So go back to your browser, refresh. So I'm gonna click on the top question. So yeah, so really getting our, the answer is creating only a logo design, and that is a correct answer. Whatever we click, clear it up. So click on the how much and how long. So that will click, and yeah, we are getting the right answer for it. So now we have selected, we have built all the variable that is assigning all our class. So it's correct, and we're gonna output it this time. So I want to now is in CSS we have a switch classes display none. So if we change back to display block in JavaScript, so to do that, so I'm gonna type it this time is child. That is what we have, all the answer. And also I'm gonna call it, if you want to select class inside a child in JavaScript, we need to type class list. So that will be selecting whatever class inside a child element. So, and also dot toggle. So that is in JavaScript method, if you say toggle, it's gonna, if you are displaying something block, it will go back to none, not showing. If you are saying like an arrow up, it's gonna back to toggle down. So it's on and off. So that is a toggle. So I'm gonna type it what we went to toggle is we went to toggle the switch script. So this time, I will not add the period front of it because I don't need a period for this time, because I am toggling my CSS the selector. So this time I will not need to add any period. So we just using the CSS class selector. So that will be just like that. When you save it, so you have a child classes already toggle. So if not, we take a look. So when you click it, now your child is showing. But right now we are not toggling our arrow. But to do that, so we will go back to our JavaScript, and I just toggle it the icon. So that will be icon. We have already itag is already assigned. So icon dot same. So that will be class list dot toggle. And I'm gonna have it same thing. I'm gonna type that this time is what we went to toggle is it's not switch, because if we go to switch, it will display and block and none, it will show and hide. So but we went to change the arrow to up and down. So to do that, what we need to do is we have FA arrow up here. So we're gonna select this FA arrow up class. So in JavaScript, so FA dash arrow dash up. So but if you just say FA arrow up, so what will happen? Let's take a look. So when we click on this title, so what it happen is it just disappear for our arrow, because FA arrow we have it toggle, but the like the website, it doesn't know that where is the down arrow, so we are not giving the down arrow, so to get the down arrow, what we need to do is so class list, I'm gonna add the toggle, and that will be same thing, FA dash arrow, so at the bottom. So now this time we need a down, because if the arrow is up, we want to change it to down. If the arrow is down, we want to change it back to up. So save the JavaScript, and now this time we're gonna reload, and it just refresh to make sure JavaScript is reloading. And now we click. Now you can see that our answer is showing, and also the arrow is changing to up and down. So that is JavaScript is done, guys. So if you click at the middle of the question, now we can see that the answer is showing, and also the arrows is changing up and down. What about the last one? So yeah, it's correct. We have done our JavaScript, we wrote it correctly. Now the FAQ section is when it's clickable. So that's the way to do it, guys. So now we have done all the things at JavaScript. So to recap, it is tough to understand everything for right now, but we're gonna have it little by little. So now whatever you learn is add event listener. So that is listening to our the HTML document, and also we added the container variable in JavaScript. We need to build our own variable. We cannot just use the class right away. So we need to build all the class what we want to show and hide in our a click event, so we have build out everything. Okay guys, I'm gonna stop my tutorials here. So if you learned something, so please give us a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe Creative Learner YouTube channel, and follow us on social media as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.